This past week, the Formula One world turned its attention to the Imola circuit in Italy, where an unusual sight was unfolding. Sergio Perez, the veteran Mexican driver, was back behind the wheel of an F1 car. He was driving a plain, all-black Ferrari. This two-day test, which concluded on Friday, was the first major on-track activity for the new Cadillac F1 team, and it has provided a fascinating glimpse into how the American giant is preparing for its 2026 debut. The most immediate question on everyone's mind was, why a Ferrari? The answer lies in the sport's regulations. As a brand new team, Cadillac does not have a 2-year-old car of its own to use for testing, which is permitted under the Testing of Previous Cars, or TPC rules. To get around this, Cadillac formed a partnership with Ferrari, who will supply them with engines, gearboxes, and suspension. This agreement allowed them to use a 2023 spec Ferrari SF23 for this crucial first test, giving their new team invaluable real-world experience. The test was a significant logistical operation. Around 20 Cadillac personnel, from engineers to mechanics, worked alongside 30 experienced staff from Ferrari's own test team. The primary goal was not to chase fast lap times, but to test the human element of the team. After months of practice in a simulator, this was the first opportunity for the Cadillac crew to work together in a live track environment, performing pit stops, making setup changes, and analysing data under pressure. Team principal Graham Loudon made this clear, stating, "We're not testing the car, we're testing the people. The advantage that we want is for our mechanics to have the same experience that all the mechanics in this pit lane are having every day." For Sergio Perez, the test was a critical step in his return to Formula One. After parting ways with Red Bull at the end of the 2024 season, the 35-year-old took his first significant break from motorsport in nearly 2 decades. This test marked his first time in an F1 car in almost a year. Before the test, he admitted to being curious about his physical condition, saying, "I'm curious, to find out how many laps my neck will do before it gets destroyed." The results were impressive. Over the 2 days, Perez completed a massive 190 laps, totaling 903 kilometers of running. He ran 99 laps on Thursday and another 91 on Friday, demonstrating that he is already back to a high level of physical fitness. While performance wasn't the main focus, the lap times still offer a point of discussion. On the first day, Perez's best lap was reported to be a 1 minute, 18.82 seconds. It's also interesting to compare it to Charles Leclerc's time from 2022, when he drove Ferrari's first ground effect car in the only dry practice session, setting a 1 minute, 19.740 seconds. Perez's time in a 2-year-old car, with which he was unfamiliar, was nearly a second faster than Leclerc's 2022 benchmark. This suggests a solid baseline performance, even though the team insists he was not pushing to the limit. The only minor issue reported over the 2 days was a brief trip into the gravel at the Tamburello corner, but otherwise, the run was described as clean. Perez himself was very positive about the experience, highlighting the importance of reconnecting with the team and the car. "It's a great test, and a great way to finish the year before getting back in the car next year," he said. "It's basically just a time for us to be able to get together with the engineers and mechanics, start working all together, start talking the same language. This early integration is vital for building the communication and trust needed for a successful race team. This test is just the beginning of a very tight schedule for Cadillac." Team principal Graham Loudon revealed that the team's entry was only officially confirmed in March 2025, leaving them with a very small window to prepare for their debut. He stated, "Time is the enemy in a project like this, because we know we'll be racing in Melbourne the first week of March 2026, and that deadline can't be extended. The team has ambitious goals, with plans to fire up the engine of their very own 2026 car for the first time before Christmas this year. The first track run of the actual Cadillac F1 car is scheduled for January 2026, just before the official pre-season test in Barcelona at the end of that month. Cadillac is entering the sport at a time of major regulatory change, which Loudon sees as both a challenge and an opportunity. The advantage for us is that with this major regulation change, All teams face a new challenge, including ours. No one knows where they'll be, he explained. While Cadillac has a bigger challenge than established teams, they also have a clean slate and are not tied to any previous car concepts. The team is building its staff, with Loudon noting they have thousands of combined years of F1 experience, but have been working together as a team for less than a year. The driver lineup is a clear statement of intent. Pairing Sergio Perez with Valtteri Bottas gives Cadillac one of the most experienced duos on the grid, with a combined total of over 500 Grand Prix starts. Bottas, who is still under contract with Mercedes as a reserve driver, will have to wait until December to join the team for any on-track activities. This wealth of experience will be crucial in guiding the new team through the inevitable challenges of their first season. The significance of this test goes beyond just the numbers. For Cadillac, it represents the first tangible proof that their ambitious project is moving forward. The team has been working behind the scenes for months, building their facilities in both the United States and the United Kingdom, hiring staff from across the Formula One paddock, and developing their first car in secret. This test was the first time the world could see the fruits of that labour, even if it was through the lens of a borrowed Ferrari. The fact that everything ran smoothly, with minimal issues and a huge amount of mileage completed, will give the team confidence as they move into the next phase of their preparations. For Sergio Perez, the test was also a personal milestone. After a difficult end to his time at Red Bull, where results did not match expectations, this was a chance to reset and start fresh with a new project. Perez has always been known as a strong team player and a driver who can extract performance from difficult cars. His experience at teams like Force India, where he regularly punched above the car's weight, will be invaluable for Cadillac. He knows what it takes to build a team from the ground up and how to work with engineers to develop a car over the course of a season. This kind of knowledge cannot be taught in a simulator, and it will be one of Cadillac's greatest assets. The partnership with Ferrari is also a strategic masterstroke. By using Ferrari's power units and technical components for the first 3 years, Cadillac can focus on building their team, learning the sport, and developing their own infrastructure without the added pressure of creating a competitive engine from scratch. Ferrari has a long history of supplying customer teams, and their engines have been competitive in recent years. This gives Cadillac a solid foundation to work from, and by 2029, when General Motors' own engine is scheduled to arrive, the team should be well established and ready to take the next step. Ultimately, this test at Imola was a success for Cadillac. It allowed them to test their people, build team chemistry, and give their lead driver significant mileage after a year away from the sport. The 190 laps and 903 kilometers completed by Perez are a testament to the reliability of the Ferrari package and the operational readiness of the new Cadillac crew. While the true test will come in 2026, this first step was a confident and well-executed move for Formula One's newest team. What are your thoughts on Cadillac's preparation? Do you think using a customer Ferrari is the right strategy? Let us know in the comments below.